Hi there, welcome to Sacred Space. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Yes, I am on the floor because I have free will. And no, honestly, it's because I was not able to find the camera stand and I still have no idea where and how to put the phone to record the things that I have to record and show you. In order to manifest something, we need to master both forces, the action taker and the surrenderer. Currently, a little bit more complicated to get your manifestations done because the world is very masculine. It's changing though, and I'm happy for that, to see that change. But the world is very masculine, it's very action taking. There is barely time at all to take rest, right? It's all about setting goals, meeting those goals, work hard, play hard, and this type of lifestyle. Obviously, when you have a goal or your dream that you want to make happen, bring your dream into manifestation, imagine yourself having that goal and then build the way backwards. Let's say, if I want to have a home by the beach, for example, let's say, what will I be doing once I am in that home by the beach? What type of lifestyle am I gonna be having once I am living by the beach in that home? How will my day-to-day life would be looking like? And thinking backwards from your goal will give you a better idea. It will shape you a better scenario on which steps to start taking towards that goal. And you have to start taking those steps, okay? So taking those steps is the masculine way of approaching. You are waking up and every single day you are working to make that goals happen, right? So if, let's say, I'm writing this book out of divine, I am doing actual work to complete that book. In order to publish a book, I need to first write the book, right? You guys know all my whole life. But I'm just saying, the day that you will start seeing me by the home by the beach and all of this stuff, you can come back to these videos and check the things that I've been doing, because I am recording my path, right? So the things that I'm doing, it's what I'm about to show in this video. The masculine approach is hitting the gym or planning your meals, healthy meals, or like entertaining yourself, work hard, play hard policy, okay? Now, on the feminine side, the video that I uploaded recently, the magic tape method, it's a recording, it's a tape that you are supposed to be listening every day. Twice it's better, but anyways, sometimes I just listen even to it once every week. You know, it's coming like that when I'm not that urgent about it. It's a really good one method on the feminine side, on the side of surrender, on the side of opening to receive. Because you're not gonna receive, you're not gonna get your dream if you're not having the space to accommodate that dream into your life. And you're not gonna have it if you are constantly rushing and doing and having this energy outwards. How are you gonna, even if the dream comes and knocks the door and, like, I don't know, you win the lottery or somehow you are a best-selling author right now, and this will knock the doors of your heart, of your energetical field, and you will not be able to handle that. So it is important to take care of the surrendering and resting. The method that I'm doing is, obviously, I have a vision board. The way how I made the vision board, it was already in a ritualistic, right here, ignore the Halloween pumpkin. So every single move that I was doing to bring that vision board into reality was intentional. When I was choosing the photos, when I was putting them together, the arrangement of them together, it just deserves a whole another video, and I will also explain the ritual I did to activate that vision board. But this video is not about it. This video is about that in order to manifest, we need to surrender. In order to surrender, we need to put ourselves into trance. The best way for me to be into trance, it's instruments, okay? If you are better, you can just use breath work to get into trance state, or you can just dance or swirl like Sufis do that to get yourself into trance. Once you are into trance state, I want you to place your manifestation right next to you, okay? I have here a double kick, which is the Sri Yantra. So when I am here sitting and singing mantra singing, I am focused in this Sri Yantra, okay? And then the moment that I start seeing the Sri Yantra moving and activated, going on circles, I know that I'm already in trance. I'm entering into trance, and this is the best time for me to switch my look from here to whatever scene that is in here. Let me give you an example. I'm gonna grab just one image from here, and let's say I'm gonna grab my favorite one, okay? I need to take it out. Okay. So you know my connection, my obsession with divine lights, and I actually made a whole curtain with crystal beads to have the sunlight pass through those beads and give these divine colors all over the room. I will make another video showing that precious creation. So I have an obsession with the divine lights, okay? Thanks to the Sri Yantra. So one of my goals is to have a home, and in that home, a room with full divine lights all around. Okay, this is the idea that I want to manifest. So I put myself with the singing bowls. I enter into trance through singing mantra. Mantra is a type of a breath work. So obviously you're gonna get into trance with singing, with a breath work. And I look at the Sri Yantra. Once the Sri Yantra starts moving, I know that I already enter into trance. You don't need a Sri Yantra for that, but it just magnifies, and it's a tool for manifestation. So obviously, if it's possible, print out a Sri Yantra and do proper Sri Yantra Tratak. Okay, once the Sri Yantra is moving, that's the moment where I switch my look from the Sri Yantra to any of the pictures of the vision board. This picture here, I don't stop with my mantra or with the Om singing, okay? I don't stop. I just switch here and I start entering in this image. And the same way how I explained that you can enter into the Sri Yantra and suddenly at a certain point you are surrounded inside of that Sri Yantra if you stare there for longer. Same way you can do with any type of picture. And why not just take the one that you want to manifest, right? So I keep singing the Om or any mantra, Gayatri mantra in this case, and I imagine myself being inside here doing, this is the secret, doing the same activity that I am doing currently. If I am, for example, doing Om chanting, I imagine myself being inside of this, not imagine, I stare here for long enough that I start visualizing the surrounding of this room. So I don't know only what is in here, I know what is all around this room. And suddenly I am here and the surrounding of the room that I have to visualize, it's around me, here in this space, doing the mantra chanting. If you're doing just normal breath work, imagine that you are doing the breath work right in there. Like you bring that space to the present now through your trance state and you are doing breath work there. Okay, this is important also to mention. Choose an activity into trance that you usually do. So let's say if you never do breath work, there is no point for you to visualize yourself doing breath work here, because chances are you will not be doing breath work once you are here. So let's say if you dance and you love dancing or you love singing, choose that activity and start entering into trance through that activity, and then surround yourself with the environment of the image that you want to manifest into your life. Start feeling that you are there. Also important to mention, you have to be in a state of peace, calmness, happy, or trance, which is good feelings. Do not try to manifest when you are on a low vibrational state. Now, you can go as far as you can with manifesting. The sky is the limit. I literally saw myself sitting somewhere there reading a book once I was already deep enough into the trance. And I am not there, but I saw myself there, and I can still see myself in there. I even imagined what is behind those windows, what type of garden is behind, what is gonna happen into that garden, how am I gonna reach that home, how am I gonna cross that garden, where will I leave the car, how will I enter to this place, how will I get to this living room. Whew. Okay, so all of this while you are in trance state. And this is one of the methods of manifestation that work. I can bring you one example of what worked recently. Last summer, I was in Alicante. I was there in the beach, in the water, and the water element is very good for manifestation. You probably know that, about speaking your intentions to the water and then you drink it. I was floating in the water and I wanted so badly a trip to the tropicals where the water is warm all year round, and I wanted it so badly that I was like, okay, let me manifest that. So I went on the beach in Alicante. I started floating on the water, and I closed my eyes, and I imagined myself with closed eyes, this sensation, the feeling that I was having in Alicante. I imagined myself having it on somewhere else, wherever I want. And I imagined myself so happy, so peaceful, so calm. Nobody there, is like a private personal place. And well, within a month, I got that. Within a month of doing that, and also speaking to Sri Yantra. I just heard something. Anyways, within a month that happened. I was in Thailand, in Koh Phangan. I got an opportunity. I was there, like paradise. Another example, if you want to manifest a house and maybe you want a pool, if you every day do workout, after workout, when you are like, whoa, with this sensation of like liberation and having lots of energy and happiness, these endorphins released through the exercise, at that moment, close your eyes and just look at the sun, like with closed eyes, face the sun, breathe, capture the moment of the now, feel the sunlight, feel the breath, and then feel the sweat that you are having, your sensation, and imagine you are already with closed eyes doing the exact same thing that you are doing right now, but in your ideal environment of where you want to, whatever you want to manifest, okay? And I'm bringing this because if you are doing exercise on a day-to-day basis, if it's like part of your routine, that's the best activity for you to manifest, because that's the activity that you're gonna keep doing once you manifested that house already. You keep doing that. So that's the secret that worked for me, and I wish you all the best luck. If you have any questions, just let me know. Obviously, manifesting can work even better if you start aligning your timing with the timing of the cosmos, the astrology, and if you add on the runes and all of that, activations, magic, that's a whole another video. I still have to do the vision board video. Anyways, have a good day.